Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Facebook Live and the audio podcast going out. I'm Joey Little. Of course, you know that because you have are following me on Facebook or we're connected somehow. I'm going to go ahead and turn the external volume off here so nobody can get the big pings in their ear if they're listening to this on headphones. So, first of all, before we're getting, I'm on location. I'm in San Antonio, Texas. I'm within walking distance of the Riverwalk, and it's an amazing town. If you ever have a chance to bring the family or just the friends, come on down. Just gotta make sure that everybody can hear me because I'm using kind of some different equipment while I'm on the road. So if you can hear me, just tap the thumbs up button so I can see that you were hearing. A lot of people, Lizelle, just chimed in and said hi, so I'm assuming. But if you can hear me, tap either the hearts or the thumbs up, the frowny face, I don't care. Give me something or send me some messages to let me know that you can hear me. There they come. All right, awesome. I do appreciate all of that. So today we want to talk about why people you are the closest to personally don't buy from you. It's true. It's not only true in the automotive industry, which is where I kind of sit, but it's true across the board. There's this statistic that comes out that says only, thank you, Steve, appreciate it. Hello to you as well. People still chiming in, letting me know they can hear me. There's a statistic, audio check in the clear by Liza, all the way from Iowa. Thank you. Tyler's saying, hold off, Brad's not here. We do have the usual cast of characters that come in for these Facebook Lives, and I do appreciate all the feedback and the distractions that come in. That's exactly what they are. They are distractions. I think sometimes there's some bets on the side on who can get to make me lose my train of thought. So we're talking about why you don't sell to your friends and family, basically. How you doing, Rachel? Rachel and I had a very awesome conversation on Facebook earlier about millennials, which was really great. Learned something new about Rachel. She is a millennial. I knew that. You're young, Rachel. Why wouldn't you not be a millennial? But why do 95% of the people that are closest to you personally, why don't they buy from you? That's the question. Look at your numbers that you're selling. I don't care if you're selling cars, if you're selling makeup, if you're selling dog walking services. Thank you on the compliments of my beard. I do appreciate that. Hi, Charity, all the way from North Carolina. Charity's in here. Hello, Charity. Like I said, I am in San Antonio, Texas. Some meetings down here and gonna have a good time. Rachel just called me out for I can't say the cuss words on the Facebook Live or the podcast. But why do 95% of the people that are closest to you not buy from you? Anybody want to guess? Anybody that's chiming in, how do 95% of the people that you're closest with, we're talking like cousins, friends, your not only just your inner circle, which is usually your spouse, your parents, your brothers, your sisters. That's your inner circle. And then I like to say that there's a second circle that goes out from there, which is family members that are still kind of close, but maybe you don't get to see them as much as you would, which are cousins. Speaking of cousins, Lindsay, my cousin just chimed in. So hello, Lindsay. Your cousins, your friends of friends, that kind of thing. Even not your good friends, but your friends that you see every once in a while. That circle is also included into this. Steve says they know how much he likes money. So Storm says they don't want to disappoint you by not buying from you. You would think that your friends and family would want to buy from you. You would think that the people that are closest in your circles would want to buy from you. I mean, why would they not want to buy from you? Especially large ticket items like vehicles. I mean, why would you not have a friend and family want to buy from you? It comes down very simple to, Rachel says, afraid of the negotiation. They should trust you. You're a trustworthy person. Are you trying to tell me, and maybe we can get off the side, what's up, Christian? They don't want to get into money conflicts with you because I'd sell them stuff they don't need is what Lizelle comes into. When it comes right down to it, the reason they don't buy from you is that they forgot that you sell. That's how it comes down to. 95% of the people in your inner circle, your second circle, your third circle don't buy from you because they've completely forgotten that's what you do for a living. We live in our own little personal narcissistic bubbles where now with social media, we assume that everybody knows what's going on, but they don't buy from you because they don't know what you do. They don't know what your goods and services are. It's proven. It's proven. It's exactly what it is. Rachel says she loves money. That's not it. It's really not it. It comes down to letting people know what you do. And we have the most amazing medium or platform that's ever been in the history of mankind, which is the internet. Sherry says, I'd be afraid to sell them something thinking they would want a discount, would want it cheaper than what I'm willing to do. Sherry, you got to make you a better salesperson then. Yeah, you never drop your pants with your family. That can be taken in two ways. I mean, in the sales type way. Tyler says most people fear selling to their center of influence. They feel awkward and they feel like their friends will judge them if their product sucks. Well, why are you selling a crappy product? You're not. I know most of you that are on here. I've seen you online. I've seen what you talk about. You don't have a bad. Steve says he was kidding. He agrees with me. I appreciate that, Steve. If you want to join in on Facebook Live, you're more than welcome. If you're listening to the podcast, which is on iTunes, also on the Google Play Music, go ahead and send me a friend request at facebook.com/social little man. And we have discussions like this almost every single day. And today we're talking about why don't you sell to the ones that are closest to you. The internet has become the medium, the platform that can absolutely get you to the place that everybody knows what you do. Everybody knows what you do for a living. If you followed what I've preached in the past when it comes to content marketing and content you're supposed to put out not only as your business, but as your personal brand, you know that a third of what content you should be doing if you're using social media for personal branding, for building a brand, which can be taken as a dirty word, and it's not. I got embarrassed today. I am absolutely get really embarrassed when I have my stickers and my t-shirts and stuff, and I have on the back of my laptop is a big sticker on my face. I think it's cool, but at the same time I get embarrassed when it sticks out. I mean, I pop open my laptop and there's a picture of me on my own personal computer sitting right in front of this big group of auto dealers that I'm talking to. It can be embarrassing, but I get over it. I have to get over it. Do people think that I'm narcissistic? Do people think that I think that I'm sure of myself? Probably, but do I give a shit? Absolutely not. Oh, I just cussed. We won't pause that. Zell says, and they buy from me, they come looking in for a Prius, but they leave with a loaded Tundra. Well, that could be also another reason why you're friends and family. Hello, Klaus, all the way from Germany again. He's in. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. V. Gates. So how can we make it better for our friends and family to know what we do for a living? Well, that's a third of what the content needs to be. Steve says that it always bothered me also, but it looks great on you. Here's the thing. We have to get over it. We have to get over the fact that people are going to judge us. People are going to judge us no matter what. The world comes down to, this is no more cursing. The world comes down to, Escape Zozo. So, I'm talking about German friend. I think my German's still okay, Klaus. I'm not quite sure. But if you're going to sell and you are feeding your family with commission sales, or you own the business, or whatever it is absolutely thank you, Klaus, is saying that it's perfect. My German is good today. It is absolutely, if you want to sell, you want to use branding, you got to take a third of it as what you do for a living. Does this mean to put I got to get rid of this by this weekend? Or what's driving me crazy right now, and I think a lot of other people out there that are driving crazy, is the amount of just sell that's coming through on Facebook. The ones that you're hiding. And I will tell you, a lot of those are the pyramid scheme type organizations that are out there. I can't say pyramid scheme because they keep saying that they're not pyramid schemes, but allegedly they're pyramid schemes. But we all know, wink, wink, what it's really going on. We're talking about like the Plexus programs, the sell from home, the one where you're not only selling products, but you need to get other people to sell products for you, and then they get friends to sell products for them. Most, I would say 98% of those people have no idea what they're doing on social. They are just giving content from whatever distributor that they're doing this stuff from, and they're just throwing it out there. And that's not the way that you do it. That is not the way that you do it. I currently have a friend who's on social media who also is a colleague, and she's got kind of this side thing that she does one of those businesses from home, but she does amazing Facebook Lives where she uses the products and she shows everything. Lizelle says, I'm rusty, bro. Is that on my German? I didn't know you spoke German, but that's cool. She does product demonstrations, and she does not sell it. She absolutely does not sell it. She just does product demos, and she's a beautiful woman, and she's got a very, very articulate way of speaking. She's I wish I might tag her in this video later, but she does a great job. Is it for my market? No, but I watch it because I look for best practices of what people do, and she just does it. She just, like what I'm doing now, she just talks to the people that are watching. She just talks to them and she just tells them about how this product has done this and this product has done that. If you're selling cars, it's absolutely. If you're doing if you have Facebook and you are selling cars and you're standing on the lot looking for an up, right? It's a great opportunity to pull that phone out, do a live, and just talk about a vehicle that you have. Use the expertise you have. Don't sell it to me. Just talk about it, man. Just talk about it, because your passion is going to come out. Your passion is going to fuel me that if I want to do business, especially if we're Facebook friends, or if I'm your damn cousin, then I'm going to come do business with you. I've had some success in this genre of people reaching out to me. How do people know that I'm what we're now calling a social media scientist or a digital marketing specialist or whatever it is, that I just know how social channels work and how you're supposed to work them and what it takes to get sales and what it takes to brand yourself? Because I do this. This is what I do. I'm not selling you anything right now. I haven't sold you anything in any of these Facebook Lives. Have I mentioned my company that I work for? Absolutely. I'm wearing it now. I'm wearing the shirt. It's cold in here. I'm not going to do this topless, even though that may get me 5 or 4 more people watching it live. Maybe thousands. You never know. But I don't sell anything to you. I just tell you, these are the trends. This is what's happening in the news. This is what you should be doing. This is what's working for me. This is what's working for other people. This is what I see that is absolutely crap, right? And just talk and just have a conversation. And the people that are going to be interested in what you're conversating about are going to keep tuning in. Are they the ones that don't really care if you're not doing a good job? They're going to stop following you. They're not going to care. And you know what? If you get a lot of those, then you're doing something wrong. I just made a video a few days ago, and thank for all of you that were on that video watching that, which is about damage control after this whole election and the posts that were going out there about damage about, Hillary and about Donald for the last 18 months or whatever it is. And I just saw today, this is kind of trending on Facebook, that people are bragging about how many people unfriended them on Facebook because of their passion for their political views and what's going on. I mean, there is complete just bragging. Like, I started out 2 months ago with 900 friends. Now I only have 827. I must be doing something right to filter out all those people. No, you dummy. You just eliminated 70 people that you had direct access to talk about what you do for a living and what kind of goods and services are available for them to get from you. You look at it as like a game, like you're purposely okay with the fact that people stopped following you on Facebook. Now, I will tell you that some of these people aren't using Facebook for personal or for professional branding or anything, but I will tell you there's a large majority. I've seen a lot of car dealers that have been on Facebook bragging to the fact that their passion for wanting Donald Trump to be president of the United States of America, and I saw some Hillary ones, the ones that are complaining the hashtag not my president. I've seen them brag that they've lost followers. Are you kidding me? How do you see that as being positive? It's dumb. It's dumb. They don't want to like the way that I'm talking, then screw them. I don't need to be friends with them anyway. Yeah, you do, because you sell things which pay for your bills and put food in your family's mouth. Blake, Lindsay, united we stand, divided we fall. So why are you not selling to those close? Because you're not letting people know online what you do. You're not letting people online know what you stand for when it comes to your goods and services. What are my services? Can anybody, this is funny, I've asked this question to a lot. Can anybody, just based off of what I do on Facebook, and I know not all of you guys have a magnifying glass on me, and I flow through your feed every once in a while, and you're like, oh, there's Joey, let me check. Oh, he's hanging out with Cooper, the 11-year-old in my life. Or if anybody knows me close, my dog just got diagnosed with cancer, and that sucks really bad. But you know these kind of things about me, just like I know a lot of things about you guys. I don't know where my thought process was going there. Ted Williams, my dog, just kind of made me a little sad there in my head. So yeah, he's still around. He's going to be around for a little bit, so no worries about that. But yeah, here's what I was saying. Do you have any idea what I do for Auto Alert? Do you have any idea what I do for a living? Do you have any of you have any clue of what my job responsibility is? No, I don't think so. But do you know that I come across in the automotive retail industry as somebody who has great knowledge on how the internet can be used to sell more things? You asked if we know what you do. I did ask if you knew what I do, but I'm telling you, that's my my brand is that I'm known in the automotive industry and outside of the automotive industry, which is really gaining a lot of speed right now. I'm getting a lot of people from outside automotive that are seeing the best practices, the tips, the software that I've worked on, which creating more of a social media presence and more content marketing and being able to grab customer kind of information to be used to market one-to-one. A lot of that's being seen outside the industry, but nobody can really tell. You can't tell what I do. It's cool. And I know a lot of you that watch these, it's not about me telling you what Auto Alert does. It's not me driving it down your throat about here's what Auto Alert does. We do this, 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 and this, and you need to buy it because it costs this. You'll never see me do that. Ever. And you got to think in the same mindset. You got to think in the same mindset. I don't care if you're selling cookies, if you're selling candies, if you're selling cars, if you're selling services, if you're going to go clean houses, if you're going to, speaking of selling cookies and candy, Trisha just coming in. Yeah. I love what Trisha puts on her own personal Facebook or personal friends. She puts all the time. She puts the stuff that she makes on Facebook, and I think it's absolutely awesome. She has a business called Two Chefs Catering. It's her and her husband. And if you get a chance, you got to check it out. I'm gonna pull some from her. Kenneth says, I know what you do. That's why I bug you when I need some outside thinking. My dealership uses Auto Alert for a long time. It's a great product. Thank you guys. But I'm looking. She's got great information on here. She's put some information. Apparently they are sponsoring something that's going on at the Kansas Expo Center in Topeka. Blizzard Bash. Is that a Crash 'em Up Derby? That's awesome. Excuse me. But the food that she's putting on here is amazing. I wish you could see it. The only way you can do it is you send Trisha a friend request. Or you go to the #2 Chefs Catering on Facebook, put in and check out that stuff there too. So what do you need to do to start selling to those that are closest to you? What do you need to do? You need to change your content. You need to change your mindset. You need to think, this is one thing I got to tell you that's really hard for me to swallow a lot of time. You have to not give a crap what people think, because the story back that I told a long time ago about the spider and the Legos, anybody by a show of thumbs up remember the story about the spider and the Legos? The spider and the Legos is I asked the 11-year-old in my life, Cooper, what's his most favorite thing at the time, and it was Legos. And I said, so imagine you're in a room full of Legos. And then I said, what's the most scariest thing to you? And he said it was a spider. So I said, you're in this giant room full of Legos, but up in the corner a small spider comes crawling out. The way that you're thinking right now is your focus goes on that spider and doesn't stay on the Legos, even though you're completely surrounded. That's why we completely think about the negative first, and we keep the negative in the front of our mind. We got to stop doing that because we're completely surrounded by what we love and what's good. So that comes to online. Kenny, I'm about to talk to you here in a second. I'm about to bring up Kenny. It's coming up. I don't know if Kenny wants me to put his business out there, so I'm going to keep it very, very short. But Kenny Landrum, excuse me, Kinnny. I'll tell you right now, send him a friend request. Kenny is awesome. Kenny is one of the best car dealers when it comes to making content friendly, non-salesy, and gets the point across of what he does for a living, how passionate he is for a living, and he puts good stuff out there. And not only does he do it for his business, but he also visits local businesses and puts out some really good vibes about that too. And Kenny kind of reached out to me and said a couple of people that he worked for said that they were getting tired of seeing his crap go through their feed. I said, screw them. I wrote 2 words, screw them. Screw them. They're jealous because they don't have the same kind of creative concept that you have, Kenny. They don't have that kind of drive to do that. They want to just go take a piece of inventory and throw it up on Facebook and say, hey, I'll make a deal on it for you this weekend, right? I won't charge you too much, won't screw you too much on the front, but I'm going to get you on the back end depending on that special financing. That's what they want to post. They don't understand it. Kenny gets it. If you're in the automotive industry, if you're in marketing, if you love social media and want to learn more about personal branding and about content, friend that man who's in the comments right now, Kenny Landrum. The dude is spot on and he's great. You don't storm Facebook. Flood Facebook. You don't flood Facebook. You've got a nice little rhythm going. You got a nice little cadence. But remember, 3 things that your content, if you're using it for personal, needs to stay in. That you can keep this flow going. Personal, business, passions. Personal, business, passions. Personal, business, passions. Personal, business, passions. Then after a while, it starts morphing together and people can't tell what your business posts are compared to your personal posts compared to your passionate posts. It kind of formulates. It makes it good. It makes people have what we love to call in marketing an emotional connection with you. Right up there. You. Pointing at the Facebook Live. By the way, follow me on Facebook, send me a friend request. It's Facebook.com, /social little man. It's not about flooding Facebook. It's about creating the right content. Does anybody think that I flood Facebook? And I'd love to hear back from you. If you think I'm going to change any of my strategy because of your comments or because of what you say, probably not. But I'd love to hear your input. Finally, before I go, I just want to say thank you. Yeah, Kenny, dude. There's no thanks needed here, Kenny. You're a rock. I hate rock star. It's so cliche. You're great at what you do online with social. All right, I'm gonna make sure, Kenny. You tell me if nobody sends you a friend request because I'm about to put out. So he's in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Unfortunately, he's probably a UK fan and not a KU fan. But that's it. Make yourself known online. Do it right. Do it well. Maybe what I'm trying to do in the future is try to put some white papers together to give you kind of a strategy that you can read. I'm more of a video guy. I'm more of a visual guy. So writing is not my best forte at all. Danke, Klaus, my man from Germany. Writing is not my forte at all. I do have some writers that work on my team at AutoAlert, but they are swamped. So thanks again for tuning into the Facebook Live. Thank you for listening to the podcast. If you're listening through iTunes, or West Kentucky University. So let me stop real quick. Yeah, Heather, add Kenny. Totally. Kenny, I think that you have a former Chiefs player as one of your coaches. I think Jason Dunn. Let me know if I'm wrong. But I just met Jason Dunn a few weeks ago in Kansas City at a Kansas City Chiefs ambassador dinner, former tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I got you a shoe-in if you want a homeboy on one of the coaching staff. The dude's awesome as heck. Big giant braids, big giant dude, former pro player, nice as hell, man. And he's a cool cat, and he's a good guy to network to, Kenny. So yeah, Kenny knows what's up. So if you already know Jason, you know Jason. If you don't, I'll make the hookup, bro. He's a really great guy. Plus, he's got a lot of people in his network that you could use too. It's all about that networking, right? All right, thanks a lot for joining me live here right now in the moment, not to you guys watching in the future or listening, but it's Joey Little, the Social Little Man. I am in. What's up, Drew? Coming in late, Drew, but you can go back and watch the whole thing live here in San Antonio, Texas. Maybe next time you see me, I might be doing this straight from the Alamo or in the basement of the Alamo looking for my bicycle. All right, have a great day. Keep smiling.